So please, before we post, before we comment, before we send out any message, please, I want us to think about them. Now, think as it's been spelled out, T-H-I-N-K. Think. Now, D or T means, is it true? This information that I'm sharing out, is it true? H means, is it helpful? This information that I'm sending out there, is it helpful? I means, is it inspiring? This information that I'm sharing, is it inspiring? The N means, is it necessary? This information that I'm sharing out, I am commenting, is it necessary? The K means, is it kind? This comment that I am sending, is it kind? Please, let us have a critical check on all these things before we come up with spreading of information and spreading of information or messages that are not relevant to the people that we are sending them to. Hello, my cherished viewers. Welcome again to Minutes of Reflection with Solomon. Today, before we kick to our discussion for the day, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not subscribed. Minute of Reflection. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please don't forget to click on the bell so that anytime video like this is uploaded, you will be the first person to watch and give us your constructive comment. Today I want us to discuss about one of the sensitive issues revolving around us, revolving around the 21st century, and revolving around everything that we do as technology advanced and as our level of communication and our medium of communication also advances. So we have seen a lot of things happening, and one of the things that I want to talk about today is, and it is actually a question form. My question for us to reflect on today is, what do you post? What do you comment? And what do you share on social media? I'm taking it again. What do you post? What do you comment? And what do you share on social media? Now, this will come back to us, and it makes me to be reminded of a story that I heard from one of the great philosophers by name Socrates. So Socrates was a Greek philosopher, and he lived and he has a lot of work in his name and a lot of writings that he did. Now, one day, this philosopher, Socrates, in his office, he received a young, pretty lady in his office. This lady ran to him and he said, "No, sir, I have something to tell you regarding one of your friends." So this lady was eager to tell Socrates about all these stories, and Socrates said, "No, hold on, young lady. Please, before you tell me whatever you want to tell me, I want you to pass these 3 tests. One of the tests is," so the lady was eager to hear the test and was eager to answer so that she can tell Socrates the story that she has for him. So Socrates said, one of the tests that you have to pass is, 1, this information that you want to tell me, is it truthful? The lady paused and she said, "Well, I heard it, so I'm not sure of its truthfulness." Then Socrates said, second is it good? That's the goodness. The lady was amazed and said, "Well, sir, from what I heard, it's not a good message." So Socrates said, "Well, the test 1, you have failed because it is not true. Secondly, you are not sure whether it is good or bad. Hence, I have perceived it to be bad." So, okay, lastly, before you tell me, what is the usefulness or the relevance of the information that you want to tell me. This lady was highly disappointed. So Socrates said, you know what, young lady, calm down. Last question is it relevant what you are about to tell me? The usefulness of this information that you are about to release to me, is it relevant? So this lady was again highly disappointed, and she said, sir, I'm sorry, this information is not relevant. Then Socrates said, then I am sorry, I am not going to listen to this information that you have to tell me or you want to tell me, because it has failed all my three tests. Now, my cherished viewers, what does this tell us? What does this piece of story from Socrates tell us? It tells us that as people, we shouldn't give our ears to rumors. We shouldn't give our ears to hurtful information. We shouldn't give our ears to useless and meaningless information, especially on our social media platforms. So, as this is linked to our social media platform, it can also go widely to giving our hearts and giving our ears to useless comment and useless information that is being perceived and that goes around every here and there on our social media platforms and our social media handles. Now, currently, the biggest problem that social media companies are facing now is the widespread of fake news or wrong information. Now, you can bear with me that today on our world as we are living now, if there is something, information that is useless, there is information that is wrong, fake, is spread like wildfires. Whereas the information that are relevant for our use, we don't share them and we don't spread them. Why is this happening? Now, the biggest challenge regarding this is that even though we have few people who do spread fake news and information that are untrue, information that are hurtful, information that are of image tarnishing nature, we have people and some of us going around and spreading and sharing and commenting on this news, which are not useful and which are not necessary to build or make us. Hence, WhatsApp recently came up with strategies to limit the number of information or the number of messages that can be forwarded to people. This is just to curb the issue of spreading of fake news and fake information around. So, my cherished viewers, today I just want us to take some necessary steps regarding what we must look for in order to share, to comment, or to post information. One or first that we must look for is, before we share any information, before we post anything, before we forward anything, please let us take our time to check the source, that is, to check the credibility and the truthfulness of that information. Is this information true, or it is fake, or it is false? If it is not true, then please, we shouldn't share it at all. Secondly, this information that we are eager to share, is it of good nature? Is it good to others, or is it good for us to share them? This is one thing that we must also look at. There are a lot of messages, there are a lot of news in our social media platforms, in our TV channels, and a lot of media houses printing out and disseminating a lot of information. Now, in our capacity to share this information, we must try our possible best to check whether it is good or it is bad. Now, you and me can testify to the fact that this our world is full of hurtful information, is full of information that are not relevant. Hence, for us to forward some messages, for us to share messages, let us take our time to check whether would this information be good to the recipient, or how good is this information to the end user. Have you seen that now in our world, good information, good content does not spread wide, but something that is profane, something that is not good use, something that is that tarnish the image, the reputation of individuals. Look at how it spread widely. Fake news, look at how it spread widely. Images that are of not good use, look at how it spread widely. And abuse and violence, look at how it spread widely. So please, before we contribute to the masses and then to the greater number of people spreading fake news, let us be different and let us have time to go through all these sacred 3 processes and 3 steps and 3 tests to come up with a concrete information before we share and before we comment on any social media platforms. Let us be highly responsible not to post, not to comment, and not to spread fake news and other irrelevant news that are to disrupt, that are to confuse, and that send out wrong pictures and wrong ideas out there. So please, before we post, before we comment, before we send out any message, please, I want us to think about them. Now, think as it's been spelled out, THINK. Think. Now, D or T means, is it true? This information that I'm sharing out, is it true? H means, is it helpful? This information that I'm sending out there, is it helpful? I means, is it inspiring? This information that I'm sharing, is it inspiring? The N means, is it necessary? This information that I'm sharing out, I am commenting, is it necessary? The K means, is it kind? This comment that I am sending, is it kind? Please, let us have a critical check on all these things before we come up with spreading of information and spreading of information or messages that are not relevant to the people that we are sending them to. Thank you very much for again having time for me on Minute of Reflection. Catch me once again on our YouTube channel, Minute of Reflection, our Facebook, Minute of Reflection, and all our social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you once again. Thank you. Please don't forget, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay in abundance. Thank you.